Listen, at the moment, I think we've got to try things. We're not in a position where we can keep playing the same team or making a few tweaks and getting the same reactions and not expecting a different result.
Jermaine, obviously Saturday night, painful to watch. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah. Where do I start? Where do we start? It's coming a theme now. We're conceding early goals, and when you concede early, there's a mountain to climb already. You're already on the back foot. It's not like things are smooth sailing with Liverpool at the moment. I don't need to worry about that. But at the moment, we're conceding early. We're conceding goals on top of that as well. So straight away, off the back foot, they need to, sort that this mistakes out, this pattern that we keep seeing. Say with Man United after, inside 5 minutes they scored a goal, Brentford, and then it's difficult, especially at Brentford as well. It's a difficult place to go. Um, what I'm seeing is I think our teams now are playing totally different to Liverpool than they are other teams. And that's not an excuse. It works for other teams. So if you're coming against Liverpool, you need everything you can have to have the advantage or to gain an advantage or to help you in that game. And at the moment, it's playing a low block. It's then playing for corners. It's getting balls into the box because Liverpool can't deal with it. Teams have tried that against Man City, but Man City somehow find a way. You play a low block, we'll find a way to score. At the moment, Liverpool are not doing that. Liverpool are struggling to break that barrier. And teams are sitting back going, well, if you can't break us down, if you can't score against us, we're not going to play a different way. We're not going to be expansive. We're not going to attack you. We're not going to give you space. We're going to play it ugly, play long, and we're going to get success. And that's how teams have been successful against Liverpool so far.
There's a stat that people are talking about. If you look at around a similar time last season, Liverpool have conceded 3 goals. Compare that to this season, you're looking at 14 goals. What is it in that defence that's just not working at the moment? Where do you think that they can make a difference?
Um, it's a good question because ultimately we've still got the core, we've still got Van Dijk, we've still got Konate. Yes, we've lost Trent, but people when we had Trent was questioning his defensive frailties, saying he's not really a great defender. Um, Kirkez is we've still got Robertson. Kirkez has came in. Yes, he's still trying to find his feet. I don't think it's individual performances. I just think it's teams of now. If you look last season, teams are playing totally different than they are this season against Liverpool. They found a weakness in Liverpool and they're exploiting that. And again, that's the low block, that's the long balls in, that's from throw-ins, from corners, from set, you name it, free kicks, literally getting in the balls into the box. And we need to now see, right, well, this is the way teams are going to play and understand, look, we've got Virgil van Dijk, who's probably one of the best headers of the ball, was high. Konate, not 5'2". So we need to understand that teams are going to play this direct style of football and just be commanded in the area. That's all it is winning the first header. Okay, they've got the set pieces. They've got a 6'2" defender. They've got a 6 foot defender. Get the strongest header on him. Get one in front of him. Win that first ball. It's simple things like that they need to address that they haven't had to worry about over the last probably decade because football hasn't gone that way.
I think the one thing that looked quite concerning on Saturday was the body language. Obviously, we heard that Virgil spoke to all the players. They had a separate meeting away from the management, spoke to all the players at the beginning of the week. They obviously went out and put on that performance against Frankfurt, which people would talk about saying Frankfurt don't necessarily have the best defence. So maybe it wasn't fair to take so much from that game. But the body language on Saturday night, as soon as that first goal had gone in, to me, looked like a beaten team already.
Absolutely. And as footballers and as professionals in this high elite level, when you get yourself into a situation where you're conceding early, results ain't going well, you find yourself on the back of a good result against Frankfurt, and then you go into the Premier League, and then that early goal goes in. All that hard work that you've done, a couple of days before, just goes down the pan. It goes out the window, and those thoughts are like, oh, we're back here again. Creeps in. Your Man United early goal. Oh no, that feeling. We're all human, and it Liverpool we need a consistency of maybe a couple of clean sheets and good results. But at the moment, we're getting neither. We're not getting good results. We're not getting any clean sheets. We're not getting good performances. And we're just finding an early goal that goes in or any goal that goes in, we feel like we're on the back foot. Oh, here we go again. And and that's all it is really. It's confidence and consistency and getting out of that rut that they're in at the moment.
It's tough because obviously in some ways it feels like it could be a good thing, the fact that the fixtures are coming so thick and fast at the moment. Obviously we've got Palace on Wednesday night. It's difficult because it's a cup game, but is that what you think the team need to do? Set up defensively and just be like, we are not shipping any goals. That is what we're going to do. We're going to keep it tight. Do they need a bit of that?
Absolutely. Look, if you look at the team, you don't need to worry about going forward. But when you're trying to claw back 3 goals, when you're trying to claw back 2 goals in the Premier League, it's difficult. It doesn't matter who you come up against, especially on the back of that when they play that low block. It's going to be difficult. You could be the best team on the planet by miles. If someone puts everyone behind the ball, everyone in the box, it is a difficult game. It doesn't matter how good you are. And I think, yeah, they need to just get that right. Let's just be solid. Let's get the confidence back within the defense. We miss Allison like you wouldn't believe. Like that is probably one of our biggest players. We're seeing it now. The goal Brentford scored, the second goal, Sade. Allison's out there already. Allison's at the edge of the box by that. Allison's at the penalty spot, putting that pressure on and making that goal a lot smaller. But saying that, we still need a defence to be solid. We know how good we are going forward. We've got too much quality to worry about. Are we going to score? Yes, we will score. It's just about being solid and getting back to the basics and getting the defenders comfortable again.
I think the other thing that's difficult is normally on a cup game, you'd see wholesale changes. I mean, the rumours are that, Freddie Woodman is going to be playing in goal, and a couple of other names that are being mentioned wouldn't necessarily be near the starting lineup. Do you think that's a good thing?
If you'd said, at the start of the season, after the 5 games, when everyone, I'd have said amazing, perfect. Yeah, give the big man, the big players a rest and let someone see this and the youngsters. But right now, I think every game just as important as in getting that belief, getting that confidence in, getting a clean sheet, getting a top performance win, getting some of the players scoring the goals, get Verts assisting again and scoring. It all will build up into, helping them in the longer run, game by game. So I would like to see a strong team because Crystal Palace is going to put a strong team up. And if we was to go at Anfield and lose another game, that is adding more misery. That's adding more pressure. There's going to be talk about that's the 6th game now they've lost and X, Y, Z. Where if they was to get in a good performance, you kind of brush it off. So it's a tough one. I'd like to see a strong team and get a good clean performance in, clean sheet and some goals.
Lots of people have said that we've made a massive mistake. Liverpool made a massive mistake not prioritising a defender. Obviously, no one could have foreseen what had happened to Leone. But do you think that some of the tactics in the window were, we focused too much on attack? Folk got obsessed with getting Isak over the line when actually we should have been making sure that we got someone else in at the back?
In hindsight, it's all good now, saying that in hindsight. But I think in the summer window, everyone was excited. Everyone was comfortable with who we got at the back. Defensively, we looked solid, even though we lost Trent. if you ask me at the start of the season, I'd have been happy with the direction was going. I always thought we would still strengthen in the defensive areas because, like I said, we've lost a few players. But we just couldn't foresee how things have panned out now. Um, I think the Gay one really, really hurts. I think when that was announced, he was in Liverpool doing his medical. I actually said, this is the icing on the cake. This is the transfer that is going to make us solid. This is the transfer that probably could make us win the league and be untouchable. Um, because right now we could do with a Mark Gallagher in our team right now, especially when things ain't going well. We've got a Premier League player who knows the game, knows the league in and out, and would probably fit in great and be a solid addition to the team when you're looking frail in defensively. Um, but we've still got January to come. That still can be an option. The league's not won and lost in January. It's going to go a long way. So I hope now we've seen that we do need defensive backup. We do need to strengthen in that area. And hopefully in January, which is only, 3 months away. It sounds like a long time. We still got time. Hopefully things can get better by then. But yeah, we do need a little bit of shoring up at the back.
A bit of back to basics. The other thing I've seen that people suggesting, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on before I let you go. A lot of people are starting to say, I mean, Ryan said it on the last Inside Liverpool show we did last week, Joe Gomez in at right back, bring Andy Robertson in for the big games at left back. Thoughts on that, do you think?
Listen, at the moment, I think we've got to try things. We're not in a position where we can keep playing the same team or making a few tweaks and getting the same reactions and not expecting a different result. I think we've got to. Like I said, Joe Gomez has been there almost a decade now, and he's been a great servant. And you know what you're going to get. He's good in defence. You may not get the attacking prowess going forward or the creativity, but we don't need that right now. We need someone to stop leaking in goals. And defensively, he's a centre back. He's solid. He's played centre back. He's played right back. I think right now we're questioning as well with our right back situation. Conor Bradley, yeah, we know he's a good starlet and he's still young. Frimpong injured. I think putting Joe Gomez right back would be a good shout, a really good shout, because he will also help out defensively in the centre back role. So we saw Robertson play in Frankfurt. There wasn't really any mistakes, anything questionable why he should not or should start. He's been at the team along. He's that cohesion that he can have with Van Dijk and Konate, Joe Gomez. They've all played together throughout the years, so they know one in each other. So I think for me, that would be a good choice. I think you play that back line against Crystal Palace and we'll see how it pans out.